of the mammoth and horse, man was the Lord of the earth. He made him in hollow skin.
How you folks doing? That was someone sent me an email with a link of a group called Witches Must Die by Fire. It's actually a page, not a group. One of the listings said, or one of the posts in there that got such review was, why do people engage in witchcraft? There are a few reasons: self-preservation, hatred, jealousy. Others are curious minds which want to test their limits, experimenting with evil powers, casting spells, and watching and monitoring their victims while they suffer. Once they realize they can do it, i.e., cause mayhem, torture, misfortune, miscarriages, headaches, joblessness, they become hooked and feel powerful. Witches begin to enjoy controlling people's destinies. Some of you go to universities, they declare you will never graduate, and that's it. They declare money will never come to you, or that money will come and leave without achieving anything for you, and that's it. They jinx, they confuse people, they jinx and confuse people's lives at will, closing and opening wounds when they want, sending disasters and disease to stop you from making breakthroughs. They can give you heart attacks, cancer, diabetes. Witches have power to leave their bodies and fly around while casting spells on people. These witches can graduate into Satanism. See? Satanism. Witches, yeah. Satans, yeah. They can become satanic agents, demonic entities. They are brought up high by Satan and told that he will give them wealth and money. The sky's the limit, but with that power, Satan just requires one thing: to give him your soul. So, I hate reading such big paragraphs. I lose my fact. Same requirement, your soul. There you go. You make a covenant, a contract with him. Who is the biggest witch in your life? Are you not tired of going around and around in circles? People messing up with you. Clever people are stealing from you people are stealing from you and killing your potential. They have sworn that you are useless and that you will remain useless. Are you useless? I'm going to do a quick little video edit on this one, I think, because when you hear all the accusations that a particular, well, in this case, if you look at this group, it is amusing to a point, but it's asinine mostly. I'll tell you why. There's a big picture. He is risen. So right now, this is the doorstep of a Christian group trying to tell people witchcraft's bad. Not only that, but witchcraft's a precursor to Satanism. And nothing can be farther from the truth. Take it from me, I'm a Satanist. But I'm also a universalist. So I go off and I see what's going on. I'm like, I like how some Christian groups try to fearmonger, but they do so illogically because they don't know anything about another paradigm except for what they will announce as a belief. So in other words, the devil's and witches that they are talking about are the devils and witches they create. So it has nothing to do with real witchcraft, and it really has nothing to do with today's Satanism, or even any Satanism, or any witchcraft. It's what their perceptions are. So I find it funny, because if you look at things like they watch and monitor you, how many Christians have you seen in front of an abortion clinic heckle people who are going in for an appointment, and it wouldn't even be for an abortion? In this day and age, Westboro Baptist Church is synonymous with, well, protesting soldiers for being soldiers, and they have fallen, but hey, God hates fags. And that's another thing too. You know, for a belief system that's supposed to be of a God of love, there's a lot of death, mayhem, and decay coming from them in their own paradigm, but they choose not to read those parts. But they sure act out in those parts in the name of God. It's an interesting post. Initially I was going to say ignore it, but I see a huge whirlwind of people getting in on that. But to me it's like a Christian form of trolling. And the funny part about haters are, honestly, embrace them. Sounds fucked up and funny. I had a hater. And I used what he said for my benefit. I said, hey, look everybody, this is what this dingbat had to say about me, or this dingbat had to say about my paradigm, my belief system. And I also went into detail about how inaccurate they were, how wrong they were, and also how they themselves could not muster up any evidentiary proof of any accusation. Same here. If logic prevails, objectivity is terrain. We all know it's bullshit. So why are they doing it? Well, it's that feeble attempt of converting at least that one person. Ah! Good luck. The problem is, who would want to join a band of idiots? You know, or in this case, this particular band of idiots. Because not all Christians are dumbasses or assholes or uninformed or ill-informed. That's the best part about my church. With Access Sanctuary and Chapels, it's about tolerance to education. So when you have people out there who don't know about a particular paradigm, stop by my Access online fellowship. I mean, you'll find out over 60 religions, and you'll know what witchcraft is, or you'll know what Satanism is, and you'll also know about various types of Christianity, that kind of thing. So, well, at least when you educate yourself, you become more knowledgeable. And you won't necessarily be reacting towards these people in a negative manner, because what you're really doing is you're drawing in the attention that they want in a direct manner. Also, what you do is you feed a fire. You endorse the boogeyman that they're trying to engulf. Well, they just do this to incite you anyways and distract you from your main goals. And that's what trolling does. So if you're going to be a smart person, a wise person, even better, is to see what it is, what it really is. It's nothing more than a Christian guy's distraction to take you away from your goals and what you want to do in life. So my commentary for this post and for this particular page, to simply ignore them. And if you already posted, that's fine. But I already did the report saying it's a hate group, and Facebook said that it wasn't. Go figure. Anyways, this is what happens when you have, I already titled it, let's see here, it's called What Ignorance Propagates. So when you have people who misinform intentionally or just pure out of ignorance, which is a combination of both in most cases in these type of posts, it's advantageous for those who know the paradigm they're discussing to basically say, hey, not only you're wrong, you're an idiot, and you're not actually practicing your paradigm. So if anyone is the Antichrist or the anti-demon or anyone who is to do the things that you say others do, you're actually doing it. So it's kind of like who's calling the kettle black, but those who live in glass houses should not be throwing stones. You gotta love these people. I mean, and not in an emotional, fervor way, just more like humor. Because if they're getting what they want with some of these counteractive people, but there's some have a funnier approach. This one person got a a comedian's alrighty then photo and stuff, and just to make a comment back. And that's where I kind of come with it. But when you have people who boast, like, you're clearly uneducated, there's a huge difference between witchcraft and Satanism. They don't care about what you have to say is to educate them. They are already educated in their level of low. They're trying to bring you down to it, because once you become at their level, they will win because they mastered it. And that's where I come with this. So I will not make an official post on their wall, but I will make a declaration on mine. As I implore all of you to do the same, and also to report this. But I wouldn't recommend reporting it for violence. I would recommend it for reporting it for hate or some other type. It will no longer get rid of it for hate. So more power to all of you, witches, pagans, Satanists alike, because this is a common foe, Christian ignorance. Not all Christians, just this particular. So be well, take care, and bye for now.
Masters of Amazon forth